RedZoneSports.bet, the British home of American sports.
Hey guys, and welcome to the SportsHeads NBA edition, sponsored by RedZoneSports.bet. We are here on our shot clock episode. Don't know why it takes so much effort every week for me to pronounce that. It's like a tongue twister. I am your host, Tori, and I am alongside Steve and Nick.
Hello.
See, I missed out on that one last time. Hello. So, starting off the episode as we always do, looking back on last week's games. I just want to pipe up 1 second and admit that I was wrong. So wrong. Apparently I can't read numbers and I got all excited thinking, oh my, or dates, thinking, oh my gosh, Cavs Celtics, I can't wait for this game. It's the 4th of the month. No, it's the 4th of January. So I apologise that I made the guys ramble about that last week and it didn't even happen.
Something to look forward to, though.
Like I said, we can't all be perfect. I'm joking.
Yeah.
Right, so I'm just going to get the stopwatch up. And then we are going to discuss last week's game. So you have 24 seconds to discuss why this was your game of last week. So I'm going to come to you to begin with, Nick. Ready to start when you are.
Okay. I went with the Pelicans at the Jazz, which I actually went in there looking forward to seeing the Pelicans, but it turned out to be the Jazz that impressed me. We touched on it in the earlier show about Donovan Mitchell, 41 points he scored. For me, that was just fantastic, just to watch. I love watching the young guys come out, and the shots he was making was ridiculous. His three, it just looked so smooth. And actually, in first 25 games, he has the most three-pointers of a career.
Beat.
Yeah.
That was that one. Okay. Nice answer. Beautiful.
I didn't get to finish my point, but
well articulated.
Thank you.
Steve, coming to you.
For me, it was the Bucks at the Celtics. Celtics won this one at home. I thought it was going to be an interesting game coming into this in the end. I mean, Giannis against Kyrie. It was a phenomenal game, and I think this is where we can actually look at what the Celtics really are. I mean, Tatum, we've already talked about him on our previous show. He was shooting very, very well. Horford was a handful, and I think sometimes we kind of forget about him. I think the Celtics showed a whole range against this Milwaukee team. Milwaukee, this is the kind of game we've got to win.
Beautiful. Bang on. 24
Was that 24?
seconds.
Jeez.
Yeah. We'll just make a point as well, saying happy birthday to Giannis.
Yeah?
He's all of 23 years old now.
Wow.
Greek freak.
I know, right? He's still got some growing in him, I feel.
Yeah.
Still got some growing in him. So, yeah, happy birthday, dude. So, now looking forward next week's games. Okay? Steve, I'm going to start with you.
Excellent.
When you're ready.
Talking about the Celtics again against the Pistons, this is a rematch from a little while ago when Drummond went mental against the Celtics and got that big win in Boston. I'm really looking forward to this. Can he do 20-20 again? It's all going to be down to Kyrie, whether or not he can lead the Celtics to victory. As I said, I think the Celtics have this one figured out now. We're seeing the full range of Arsenal from them. I think they can win this.
Good.
Fair.
Oh, very fair. I think it's going to be a good game as well.
But
I went with the Lakers at the Knicks. I'm speaking Knicks fan. I look forward to that. But again, this one I'm more looking forward to LA. There's a history of stars coming to Madison Square Garden putting on a show. Correct? But Lonzo Ball, I'm not saying he's in that category, but I am this game looking forward to see what he can do. Yeah. All eyes are on him anyway, but this is in the Mecca of basketball, whatever you want to call it. So for me, this is a game I am looking forward to it. Not for the game, but more for the individual performance. Overtime. I was in overtime.
A history game kind of really, isn't it?
That was me thinking we weren't going to talk about Lonzo Ball this week.
No, I quickly, but no, I am. And I expect him to have a good game. I expect something to happen. In New York, something always happens where it doesn't happen in other stadiums.
Oh, we'll touch on that next week.
We will. He may make a few baskets.
So now we are moving on. We are in the semi. We're in the semi-finals.
No, we're not. We're in the quarterfinals.
Told you I'm not doing very well with numbers over the last couple of weeks. Quarterfinals of Tories Pick'ems, where we are picking me a team by Christmas time that I will be supporting and repping for the rest of my life. So this has been very, very important. So like I said, we've gone through the first part. We are knuckling down the teams quite rapidly now. So the first picks we've got, Nick, You have to sell to me within 24 seconds the Knicks
Ugh.
versus Steve, who has Orlando Magic. Okay? So,
Warm
if
it up.
I remember correctly, Nick, your argument last time, you won on a tiny little piece simply
Win is a
because
win.
I
Boss.
liked New York. It
Yeah,
wasn't the best argument. So I'm expecting, considering this is your team,
It is, but they 24 seconds. How do you argue something? But I'm gonna. We'll see.
well, you should be able to do it in less than 24 seconds if you are a true fan.
No pressure.
No pressure.
Yeah.
So, coming to you to start with.
So why you should be a Knicks fan?
Yep, you're off.
Well, the Knicks, obviously, New York. I'm going to tell you more in New York than that. You've got just the vibe. It's New York itself. The music, Tupac, Biggie Small, all that kind of stuff. If you like all that, you go to watch the game. You can have a dollar slice of pizza. You've got, it's the Mecca, especially this time of year, Christmas. I know you like Christmas. Imagine yourself there in a Knicks jumper. Huh? It's New York. It's always going to be New York for me.
There we go.
Where are you going for pizza that costs you $1 a slice?
I'm not saying I'm taking to the fancy places, but they got them. They got them.
The fact is,
a dollar
they do
slice.
have
Everyone knows
some
that.
really good pizza.
Just not at $1 a slice.
No, maybe about $4 a slice.
Well, yeah, okay.
Minimum.
What was a dollar slice?
But
That's where you don't
That's
have
do
what
you know what?
There's
There's one that
cardboard.
you went there, but you didn't quite go hard enough with the Christmas thing. Obviously, I am a Christmas freak. We are aware. Home Alone 2, Lost in New York, probably my #1 film of
But
all
that was
time.
mentioned last week, and I did think that.
Was
Well,
Home Alone 2
Yeah,
mentioned?
because you told me I didn't mention that last week.
Oh,
So I
see,
didn't say-
it was still there because
Could've
you
used
didn't
it.
mention it.
But
I did.
I'm not confident. I don't need to.
There you go.
But that is a good one. I'll keep that for next week. if they win, if we get
confident.
that far. If we get that far.
confident. Right,
Maybe.
Steve,
Yeah, this is.
hit me with the magic.
Magic, it's Orlando, it's Florida, it's sunshine, it's happy times. Where else would you want to spend Christmas than at Disney? I would. That's where I would want to go. Orlando, where I didn't see it, unfortunately didn't happen. But even Shaq says he wishes he'd never left Orlando. So if he doesn't want to leave Orlando, then you should be. That's when you should be a Magic fan. So to me, be the Magic fan, not the Knicks fan.
I mean, my thing is, I did actually spend last Christmas at Disney.
Is that good or bad? Who
Bad.
wins? Who wins? Yes.
Bad. It wasn't bad. I mean, I love Disney, but Christmas, you need that Christmas spirit.
You do.
And therefore, with this, I am going to go with the Knicks because for me, I'm down with tradition.
There
I'm
you
down
go.
with tradition.
Dollar
So I'd
slices.
much rather go to see the Christmas tree at the Rockefeller Center
There you go.
than a Magic Castle at Christmas time.
There you
So
go.
there you go.
Well played. Well played. Good answer. Good answer.
Next,
Well, the Knicks have to win at something. Aspen.
This is. I'll take that right now.
I'm just waiting for you to bite back with the Bulls, but you still haven't.
Well.
You're waiting.
No, I'm waiting. Exactly.
Right. Next part of this week. Okay. Nick, you got the Sixers, and Steve, you've got the Mavs. So I'm going to start with Steve this time.
Oh, good. Well,
Be prepared.
here, are we ready?
Yes.
We're ready.
Okay, cool. Dallas for me is an up-and-coming city. You can do pretty much anything in Dallas that you can do in New York. So can't quite buy into the New York scenario there. If you're talking about Dallas, one of the most popular teams in Europe, due to Dirk Nowitzki. This is an up-and-coming franchise. We've got Dennis Smith Jr. coming out of the draft. Why not jump on his bandwagon now and see how this team is going to progress over the next 10 years? I really like it as a place to go, watch a game, have a good time. Why not? Good flight as well.
Okay.
Not bad. Not bad.
Nick.
Not bad, but I'm actually going to take some of that argument and use it in mine. Because if you're talking up-and-coming teams, youngsters, you got to go with Philadelphia. Trust the process. It's very close to New York. We can just go get a dollar slice whenever you want one. But it's Philadelphia. This is the team that we should be paying more attention to. In the coming years, we will be paying more attention to. So you get on the bandwagon now. Say I'm a 76ers fan. You got DJ Jazzy Jeff, Will Smith. They'll join your crew. There you go.
You honestly think they're Sixers fans?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Sure.
Yeah. Definitely are. Definitely.
Don't buy it.
See, this one, I feel I might actually have to come back and give you both an extra 10 seconds because I'm struggling a little bit with this
Ooh,
one.
Overtime.
Well, I'm going to give you some overtime.
Okay, I'm going to make one final point on this.
Okay, so do you need the timer?
I'm going to make one final point. Any franchise that gives their fans an opportunity to design a jersey, that's the sort of franchise for me that engages fans. Their jersey with the skyline, absolutely perfect. One of the best jerseys that's been made in the last 10
Question
years.
though, do we get to redesign it, or was that a one-time offer?
I
Because
wouldn't
if
put
so, then
anything.
I'm out.
I would not put anything past Mark Cuban.
Okay.
No, that's pretty good. That's pretty good.
Saint Nick.
One more in the 76. Well, they're coming to London, so you can actually get to hang out with your heroes, get to meet them, hang out. You know, you don't need Kyrie anymore because you'll have. Okay, maybe stay with Kyrie.
There
but
you go.
I was
You've
gonna
just ran down
say-
maybe stay
Kyrie.
with Kyrie.
Do you know
Dump.
what? You were so close.
Yeah.
So close. And on that one comment, Steve,
Sweep,
we're going with the Mavs.
sweep away.
Going with the Mavs. So
When the Mavs beat the Knicks in the semi-finals, then you'll really start crying.
Not gonna happen. Not gonna happen.
when we get there,
The crying will happen, but not, yeah.
So yeah, I mean, if you'd have just gone with beating
Rocky?
the Celtics,
I cannot
I was gonna go
believe you've
Rocky.
actually chosen that you've had Philadelphia twice and you've not mentioned Rocky
Yeah,
once.
no. I was saving it.
Lost
and
We're
I
not
like
allowed to
lifting
repeat.
weights, so
Oh, son
you
of a-
know. Hey ho. Anyway, that brings us to a close of the Shot Clock episode this week. So make sure that you hit that like button, hit the subscribe so that you don't miss out on any future episodes. Until then, have a great weekend.
You gotta keep your eye on the ball, boys. Check out our latest hoops offer. RedZoneSports.bet, the British home of American sports.